What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Let's Talk. Tonight, I got with me my good buddy Shadow Fox. Shadow Fox, that's your cue.
Oh, sorry, man. I had to put my headphone down for a minute. But this is Shadow Fox. Everybody, how y'all doing?
All right, tonight we're going to be talking about fighting games because for some reason I was going back through my list of games that I'm looking forward to this year, and I noticed that 2018 is pretty much the year of the fighter. I mean, we already got Dragon Ball Fighters, Street Fighter 30th anniversary edition. By the time this goes up, will be out. Yeah. And we got a lot more coming with a couple of rumors, with one very big rumor to show at E3, which is coming up in another 2.5 weeks. So we thought tonight we'll just go through a few of the ones that we know about that are releasing. And the first one up is BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Now that one comes out on June 5th for Steam, Switch, and the PS4. And let's check out the opening movie. Now, if you are a fan of this channel, I did put up a live stream. I think it was a live stream. It may not have been a live stream. I can't remember what it was. But I put a video up of the demo that they had last weekend for it. So got to play a little bit of it. I actually like this cross tag battle. It's actually pretty fun. So let's check out the opening. This has anime written all over it.
Yeah, pretty much. Lots of anime. That guy looked like Ganondorf.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's an awesome thing. But yeah, this is going to make some feminists mad.
They'll be okay. How dare you make scantily clad women? I'm going to completely not talk about all these guys with no shirts on. I mean,
yeah,
in loincloths. And androgynous.
Although I will say this, I am a big fan of Ruby, and I'm glad they're in because playing on that demo, Weiss and Ruby play really well.
So So I've only touched like maybe one BlazBlue game on the 360 a while back. Do these still play very similar to Guilty Gear?
Yeah.
And I'm still in the situation. Well, this one looks a lot more like I can keep up with action on the screen. The Guilty Gear still has me lost most of the time.
I mean, I think that's what Guilty Gear's plan is.
yeah, like you need to be able to understand what's happening.
Yeah, and then they just say, "Screw it, we're gonna throw this out the window. Have fun." But another one of the things that I actually like about this game is the character interactions. They are hilarious. They made sure to like have the characters acting appropriately, and it's just hilarious to me. But yeah,
it's a tag game. It's got to look natural.
Yeah, I had fun with the demo though. Like the demo was actually fun, and like I said, it does come out on June 5th. Now there is a little bit of a controversy with this one because there is supposedly a lot of DLC characters. And we all know how certain people feel about DLC. Yeah, I'll leave that to you. That's the times. These are the times that we are in. Either you get it or you don't. If you want to get it, get it. If you don't want to get it, don't. But don't make a big deal out of it.
If you think about it, though, you technically still get it because even if you don't pay for it, when you go online, you still fight against people that have those characters. Yeah, so
I mean,
you still get to see them.
To me, you kind of put yourself at a disadvantage, but that's just me. Whatever. But me personally, I don't really because I don't buy DLC for every game, so I do it on a game by game basis. Personally, if it's something that I feel like I'm gonna like, for instance, I like Dragon Ball Fighters. I went on and bought that DLC. Yes, it was more than normal, but you know what? I wanted it. They let me know what the characters was dropping, and one of them I really want. Actually, three of them I really wanted, and now I'm probably gonna be happy with the other one they're gonna drop next week. So. It just depends, personally.
These days, that's a good way to support the developers because for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on with a lot of these publishers' habits, but they tend to not know how to make money. off of these games. So DLC is just that's a easy way to say, look, I'm giving you free money because you already started this project and this probably should have been in a complete game anyway. So here's some additional money. So
I wanted you to have this game out way before it was
that too.
Way before you could do all the other stuff that you wanted to do anyway. So
yeah, it's a gift and a curse. But if it keeps studios alive, especially some of my favorite studios alive, then I'm willing to support it, especially on indie games.
Yeah, especially. So that's just me. But as far as this game is concerned, like I said, playing the demo was a whole lot of fun. So if you have a chance, I know PS4, if you pre-ordered on the PS4, you can still play the demo. The demo on Switch is now relegated down to just 4 characters. I hate that they did that. They didn't give us an option to like pre-order because I plan on buying it. So I'm like, why didn't you give us the option to do the same thing? But that's neither here nor there.
So are you going to buy the Hayabusa?
More than likely.
Yeah, at this point, with all these games coming, like I was gonna buy it anyway. I was gonna buy it just for the Street Fighter that came out at launch with the Switch. But now that I've got these other games coming out, it's looking pretty. Obviously, I'm not gonna use that with Smash Brothers or anything like that. But all these other fighters that are coming, Street Fighter Anniversary and all that, it's looking like it would actually be worth the money because
it's fight stick time now.
Yeah.
So it's fight stick time. That being said, now I know I made a slight joke about feminists, and I will say this: y'all gonna be mad at me, and I just want y'all to understand something from the bottom of my heart. I still love these video games, so I'm probably still gonna play it anyway.
Oh yeah,
just saying. So please don't get too upset because other countries just don't have the same hangups we have.
Nope, not at all.
They just don't, and that's something that people need to get over. I'm sorry. That's just something. No, I'm not sorry. That's just something people need to get over. Other countries don't have the same hangups that we have, and this is a very Japanese game that I'm going to next. And I like the characters in it because 2 of my favorite characters on there are from Samurai Showdown. I love that game. So,
as an aside, I would just like to say that if you don't like this type of stuff, first of all, it's a video game. Second of all, why aren't you complaining about all the scantily clad or almost naked men that are on daytime talk televisions that are mostly women hosted shows? That's just another. But anyways, we can continue.
Some of y'all gonna be watching June 22nd when y'all favorite person of coffee comes. So I'm just saying that. But that did it. Let's check out our next title that comes out. Now, this one is set to debut September 7th, and this is also coming on the Steam, Switch, and the PS4. And this is SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy.
Looking forward to this one.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, how can you do this with just females? But it looks pretty... Yeah, I know it's probably a sexist remark, but like if it was all males, it would be the same way too. Like you're missing half of your. Fighters were knocked unconscious.
Why did this remind me of Castlevania?
Yeah, definitely that kind of vibe.
Yeah, and then this happens. And this at this point that people become triggered.
Wait.
Especially mine.
Oh God. Yeah,
people don't understand the Mai Shiranui joke. There's a Fatal Fury. That's a Fatal Fury joke.
Yeah, she's been that way. So they made sure that she's the only character that's over exaggerated, right?
I mean, it makes sense because of who she's always trying to seduce like that.
Yeah.
So,
but she should be older now, right? Because she's she's the same age as all the other characters. Because Nekaruru was like 14, I think. So,
yeah. Well, actually, Nekaruru should be older too. Nekaruru should be at least like 20.
Yeah. I mean, if they're bringing this over here, they would have to make her above 14.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Yeah, SNK just made a beach volleyball game that has no volleyball.
Yeah. So now the thing about this one is, SNK is known for their tag team games. You know, that's what they're known for. They became known for it. First, it was Samurai Showdown. They had the Fatal Fury games, the King of Fighter games. So they were known for that. And then, you know, it turned into with King of Fighters, it turned into the tag team based gameplay. Yeah. And this actually looks like that classic SNK,
like a King of Fighters game. Yeah.
It looks like a King of Fighters. Now, yes, they over exaggerate some of the, you know, stuff that if you're not an anime fan, you're probably not gonna get most of those jokes that was in there. Because a lot of those jokes, and yes, they were jokes, were from anime. So you're probably not gonna understand them if you don't watch that, or if you're not a fan of like Japanese shows or whatever. But like, for instance, the Mashiro Nui milk cow costume, it's a running joke in Fatal Fury that she's in love with Andy Bogard, and Andy just won't fall for that. She does.
He's well, I would say. Because Andy's the playboy, I would imagine, and Terry's more of the traditional dude.
Well, Andy's he's more serious martial artist. You know, I'm serious about this. Terry's the more I'm Ryu, I'm wondering the world.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, she's in love, so she's tried everything. Nothing works. So the whole thing is the whole seduction thing. Now, if you watch any of the animated OVAs and films, there's a thing on there where she always wears this little halter top with milk on it.
And
okay, so
I was gonna say something, but
yes. But that's something. That's and that's. I know people are gonna still gonna be like, that's sexist and that's. I'm like, look, I get it.
It's her idea.
Yeah, I get it. But if you understand that story, then you know that's the character. But that being said, to me, it looks like a good fighter, and it looks like it has a lot of customization options, half of which are probably going to be wrong. But hey,
yeah, probably really wrong.
Yeah, but
like hey, Rumble Rose is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm probably not going to play with some of that stuff. And if I do, I'm not going to game cap it because I don't want the headache. I just don't want the headache.
I don't see myself buying a physical copy of this game. Because I have kids, and this will be digital and probably locked them only my account.
Yeah,
this gonna be. I don't need anybody asking me, "Hey, what's this?"
Yeah, Dad, what's this one? Why does she have a bikini on with a cow mark?
I'm like, why isn't this game rated M? Why?
Yeah, so that's that. Look, I know I'm probably doing nothing to assuage any fears, and y'all probably saying, "Oh, you're just mansplaining." Look. Either you're gonna like the game or you're not. At the end of the day, that's what it is. I'm just saying I understand some of it because I'm a huge fan of anime and I'm a fan of some of these games, so I understand some of the in jokes.
Yeah, it's just. But at the end of the day, though, from everything that I'm looking at, it's a King of Fighters game.
Yeah, it's a King of Fighters game. So if you're a fan of King of Fighters, I don't see why you wouldn't like it. I really don't. Because even they show a couple of Mai's moves straight from King of Fighters.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you? You know, that's I don't know. Did we get to see? Oh, you might have to look at the footage again. But did we get to see does this game have the different power meters and all that and the different fighting styles, or is it just one?
No, it's a different one, but like it's kind of like in the actual meter, so it turns into a rainbow.
Leave it to me to bring it back to actually the game. But
it turns into like a little rainbow when they're doing their moves. That's why the moves are like overly exaggerated. And like that's why you saw one. I think it was what is it? I think it's Kai. She was every time she hit somebody, beignets was falling out and croissants.
You would figure that this shouldn't make a feminist mad. This should make somebody that doesn't like women mad, like because it's all girl stuff. That you would have in here, like whatever things that a girl would like, or the whole girl time. Yeah. And the whole let's sit down and drink tea type of that kind of stuff. It's real Japanese, but this is the type of stuff I would imagine a Japanese girl gamer would probably be like, oh yeah, this is stuff that I'm interested in, even though it's more fantasy.
Yeah, and that's what they so like they released another trailer. They've been releasing some updated trailers of new character reveals or whatever. So if you're interested, I would say check out Nintendo or Sony's YouTube channel because they've been putting them up a lot lately. Like I said, I'm picking this one up in September because it looks like a fun King of Fighters game. It's been a while since I played a King of Fighters game, so and plus a couple of my favorite characters from King of Fighters and Samurai Showdown is actually in this game, so I'm going to be supporting it. That's just me.
It'll be sad not to have Terry or
Andy in it,
or Andy or I would say Duck Team, but
and I'm probably sure like the story mode is going to actually address that. So
yeah,
that's the whole other thing. But I'm like, me personally, I think it's a pretty fun idea. I know people are going to get mad because I had people yelling at me for playing Bayonetta.
Nah, you can't. You can't.
I can't win. So
Bayonetta is a feminist statement. It is a girl power trip.
I was playing Bayonetta, and even though I made sure to play with like the costumes, because when you play with Bayonetta with the costumes on, you don't see no skin. When she
all the Nintendo's costumes are safe.
Yeah, so if you wear a costume, you're not gonna see nothing. But I still got yelled at by men and women because I was playing Bayonetta, and I'm like, I don't care. I love this game. The game is fun. So I'm gonna say that again if somebody gets mad at me for playing this, because I'm like, look, if I find the game to be fun, I'm gonna recommend it.
Isn't that a bit hypocritical though? Because you could sit down and play Devil May Cry, and that dude just doesn't like wearing regular shirts. So I just don't.
Hell, the beginning of the new Devil May Cry, he was butt naked.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it at all.
Well, it's one of those situations. So hey, it is what it is.
Only men can be naked in games. Like I'm looking right now, Sagat, he's like basically naked in this Street Fighter Anniversary Collection right here. Like if you look at his outfit, like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it is like I said, it is what it is. But I'm hoping people pick it up because I would like to actually see more stuff, more craziness like this. But that's just me personally. So that being said, like I said, no disrespect to people who, fight the good fight. I'm with you, but I'm just being honest with you. To me, it's a game. I understand some of the jokes because I'm a huge anime fan and I'm a huge Samurai Showdown and King of Fighters fan. So, I mean, I understand some of the in jokes, and some people are not going to understand that. They're just going to see what they see visually and be mad. So, okay. Now, let's see. Next game on the list, Blade Strangers. Now, before I start this one, I'm gonna preface this because one of the main characters in here is from Code of Princess on 3DS and the upcoming Switch re-release. She is half butt naked.
Yeah. This
I can't look. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, ladies. I can't condone this. I'm not even gonna try to defend this because I can't.
This is the one with Beyonce's sister in it, right?
Yeah. I can't defend this. I didn't draw it, so don't get mad at me, all right? But it is Code of Princess is a fun game, but it is one of those games where you kind of have to understand the genre. But once again, I'm not even gonna try to defend this. I'm not even gonna try to because I can't. I didn't draw it, so don't get mad at me.
There's Gunvolt in it. Who cares?
Yeah. I didn't draw it. Don't get mad at me. And Binding of Isaac in it. So let's watch it.
Yep. And there she goes.
I still need to get that statue. There's a statue of her that I wanted, and I just now found it.
Who makes it? Is it the same people that made the Xenoblade characters?
It's a different company for her because it was when Code of Princess came out originally. I was lucky enough to find that one. I love that guy in Code of Princess. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's completely strapped up. He has all kind of gear.
And leave it to Japan to have a giant cat fight.
Yes.
Hey, it's Curly.
So this is like straight on Marvel. I mean, okay, that's pretty much fighting.
I can't defend that.
Yeah, there's no defending that at all. There's nothing you can do. That dude's like a bootleg Vega. Okay.
And of course, I had to pick the extended version.
Oh my god!
Because man, that's when you get to see your boy.
That's I was seeing
baby with that aggressive crying.
So the only way to see the boy was to see two girls. Great.
And Shovel Knight. I'm sorry, man. Shovel Knight's in this game.
Yes.
Day one.
He needs to say nothing. He's a Shovel Knight. He is the man.
And his quote. Okay, now we don't have a set in stone release date for this one. But as you can see, it is on Steam, Switch, and PS4. Like I said, I cannot defend Solange, so I'm not even gonna try. But like I said, playing Code of Princess, I like her character in Code of Princess because they made it make sense.
Wait, is that a Nintendo sponsored video down there on the bottom right?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, with Solange down there on the bottom right.
Oh, that's the wrong one. This one.
Yeah.
It might be. I don't know.
Well, no, Nintendopolis. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, seeing it, because I did see a little bit of gameplay from another source, but I was looking for that video earlier and I couldn't find it. The gameplay looks decent. It's a 1-on-1 2D, so that works.
It's not tag. I thought it was tag.
It might be tag. I don't know. I was looking at what I was looking at was 1-on-1. It was the cat versus Master T.
Okay, and this one is the cat versus Solange.
Yeah. So I mean, and like I said, now you talking about a Japanese game. This is Japanese.
Yeah, extremely Japanese.
Yeah, I mean a giant cat.
Yeah, don't get too much better than that.
Okay, need I say more?
That reminds me of the MVC stuff. And you put Sansan in there, and I'm like, NES, like really? Like you going that far back, but you're gonna draw them like they just came out today.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking forward to this one simply because like I'm a fan of the Code of Princess games, and Allie is on it, Master T, Solange is on it, and Lionsgate is on it. So I'm like, I always want to see how they would react in an actual fighting game. So this looks good. Plus the Cave Story team is in it. So it looks like a decent enough fighter to me. I know they did an interview with Nicalis earlier this year because initially it was supposed to come out March 31st, but they missed that date. I guess they still needed some time to do some polishing, and they pushed it back to summer 2018. Now, summer 2018 can mean anything. It could drop in July, could drop in September.
So Nicalis is they're the ones that are doing this game, but they're just accepting all those other properties, I guess.
Well, some of those properties are theirs.
Yes. So but then other ones are
like
I guess what Gunvolt,
and that's creative.
Shovel Knight, yeah.
I think they had like a deal with some of these other ones just so they can have some. Because I was wondering like how indies would do that, but apparently they come together to do their own stuff. Which, hey, kudos to them, man.
Yeah, hopefully they don't charge each other because I mean the whole thing is to give all their stuff more exposure.
Yeah, I mean it's basically like Smash, but with indies.
Yeah.
So I can deal with that. Plus, like from the gameplay that I've seen, the character models do look good. So it doesn't look it doesn't look bad. It looks actually pretty good. And the fighting in the fighting that I've seen, I've liked what I've seen so far. Would love to get a demo, hint hint. But
Yes.
you know, I guess we'll just have to wait. Hopefully, we get a concrete release date at E3 because, from what I understand, this game is supposed to be playable on the show floor. At least that's what IGN said. So we shall see.
Yeah,
all right, now the next one. You got any other thoughts on this one?
No. For what I saw, the first time I saw a trailer for this, I just thought it was Marvel with those characters for the most part. I was like, oh, so they made this engine, and okay, they got tired. They got tired of looking at the bad versions of Marvel, and they're like, let's go back to Marvel 2. Yeah.
It does kind of look like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. So the next game up on the list tonight is Fantasy Strike. Now, Fantasy Strike, this one is for Switch and PS4. I haven't seen if it was coming to Xbox or PC, although I would assume it is coming to one of those.
It'll come to Switch.
No, it is coming to Switch and the PS4. That's what's been.
I thought this one was coming to Xbox too. This one isn't coming to Xbox.
I don't know. I couldn't find. I was looking to see if it was, but I couldn't find any concrete evidence. So I'm assuming it is, but don't quote me on that.
I mean, as long as you can afford to publish it, there should be nothing stopping you from putting it on Xbox at this point. It's why not cover all your bases? I
mean, that's what I would do. But let's take a look at Fantasy Strike, and we'll come back with our little comments, because there's something in here that somebody brought up when I showed them this, and it kind of made sense. But I'll say that later. Let's watch.
No Kara throws.
Although I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
with the whole walk behind and just kick in the back, that was kind of funny.
But we're still using GGPO. I guess it's not bad, but
sure you can.
Yeah, that's all. This is basically Street Fighter. So you have literally a Dragon Punch. Yeah, and that's cool though. That's a good thing to shoot for. Now, who's making this game?
Now, this is Sirloin Games. I've never heard of them before.
Yeah, I never heard of them either.
But
maybe they're a spinoff of something else.
More than likely. But I will say this. I like what I seen, but there was one thing that a friend of mine showed me when we were going through some videos of this. And there's a video out there where they were showing some stuff, and it's only like 5 bars at the top of your screen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you use. So it's not like a traditional health bar.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna probably throw some people off. But to me, it looks like it's one of those games that is easy to pick up, hard to master, kind of like Smash.
Yeah, that was their goal. I mean, you saw that now it makes sense. It was the guy that made HD Remix. So so they're basically taking their work and they're like, well, I'm gonna throw some more art in here and work with other people or whatever and create a new engine.
Now Now I will say this: I do love the cell shade art.
Mm-hmm.
I like cell shade in fantasy games. I think it's not used enough. I think too many times we got too many developers want to go with ultra realism, and that kind of sucks to me. But the cell shade in this, I actually like. To me, it makes the characters pop a little bit more. So I'm actually liking that as opposed to something more realistic. So I'm actually looking forward to this one. And this one doesn't have a release date either yet, but it's supposed to be 2018. Last thing I heard was summer 2018. So
yeah, I like that. It's old school Street Fighter. Essentially, they just put it in a 3D engine, so it's you have some very limited chains and some very limited like 2-in-1s, and those are the basics of your combos. You got a reversal, which is basically the reaction thing they said at the end. That's a reversal, and then counters. That's it. Like you know how to fight and go from there.
And to me, I think that's going to be a good selling point to it. So like people don't have to, because I'm not gonna lie, if you play something like Tekken or Dead or Alive
for the first time,
it can be a little overwhelming unless you already know what character you like to play with. Because like with me, Dead or Alive, I'm either gonna play with Kasumi or Jan Lee. I'm probably not gonna play with nobody else because those are the only two I ever learned to play because that list is so long.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken, the same way. I'm either playing with Jin Kazama or I'm playing with Li Fang. That's probably it.
Yeah, that's kind of so. You're kind of speaking to what I was saying. I play with Ayane in Dead or Alive because I mean she was the evil person in the first game, so I just continued to play with her all the way through, and now she has a backstory and is likable and all the other kind of crap now. So I kept playing with her all this time and in Dead or Alive, and then in all the Tekken games the same way too, like Tekken 1 and Tekken 2. All those characters I know from scratch. So anytime I go into a new Tekken game, those are the first sets of characters I try to play with first. Whether it's even when you went to Tekken 3, I think it was Forest Law or whatever. So you knew exactly, since it was Forest Law. You're like, okay, well, I play with martial law all this time. I can go, maybe I can graduate, that type of deal. So,
and to be honest, Forest Law is faster than martial law. There, I said it. So
there you go.
That being said, I mean, to me, it looks interesting. It's gonna be this is another game that I would like if they would put a demo out just so we could see it in action, because I think it's one of the ones that I would like to. I'm still planning on getting it, but I would like to see it. Like I'd like to play it and see how it plays.
These games need well televised tournaments ahead of time, and I want to say at the same time while a demo is out, so you can look and see what somebody's doing in a tournament, and then attempt to do it in a demo, and then that'll determine whether you want to buy the game or not. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, especially but just seeing it, I like what I saw.
Yeah,
so
I definitely like it.
It's enough to interest me. I'll put it like that. Okay. Next on the list is going to be Soul Calibur 6. Now, this one is coming out on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Bandai Namco, you suck.
The Nintendo Switch isn't in our wheelhouse.
First of all, the Soul Calibur 2 sold the most out of the other two, out of all three.
We don't have Switch development kits. Oh, wait, we're building Smash Brothers.
So how did you not have those?
Well, we just don't.
Well, go to the developer. If you go to to Namco and ask them, they probably do it. I'm not begging you for shit. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, people. Got caught on a little tangent there.
At least they put Tekken on the Wii U. So
yeah. So I'm not gonna get mad about that. So Soul Calibur 6, people. Haters.
Is there IV in this trailer?
I hope so. I can't remember. No, because this is the announcement trailer, so no.
So that looks like Cassandra, maybe.
It's Sophitia.
Oh, Sophitia. Oh, the OG Sophitia. Okay. She's like super old now.
Nope, she's young.
Then that's gotta be Cassandra. Oh no, that's her.
That's Sophitia. I'll tell you more a little bit later.
Oh God, we're time traveling.
That's her from 2. You see, they got their 2 animations.
Mm-hmm. So Soul Calibur 2 and Unreal Engine 4.
I always did like Sophia.
Yes.
Thank God Ivy went in this trailer. Now this one is supposed to be a soft reboot, kind of. That's why they look younger.
Okay.
Whoever this guy is, he starts with a G. I can't remember his name. I think he's come back in time, so that's why they look younger.
Okay.
So,
I'm looking at Keelik now here too. Yeah, he's still like a teenager.
Yeah. So in obvious Ivy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she's like so many thousand years old or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. So whatever. She's different.
Yeah, and she's still a dominatrix. So that being said, I like it, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. With Soul Calibur, that's probably like one of my favorite weapons-based games, honestly. But I want to know, like, are they doing like are we getting like the full Soul Calibur 2 roster with a couple of added people or what? Because the way it looks like we're getting like the full Soul Calibur 2 roster with Zazamel.
Yeah. And who's the guy with the patch?
That's the new guy.
Okay.
I can't remember his name. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see more of this come about because I'm pretty sure we're going to get something at E3. Hopefully they'll have some playable stuff on the show floor that somebody will that they will spend some time with. Hopefully IGN or somebody will like show somebody playing it on the show floor at least.
Yeah. That looks like Sean Farr over here on the left.
Yeah, that's Jean Foy.
Okay.
And Maxie's supposed to be on here as well. I read a article with a release rumor that he is in the game because people want to know because Maxie had some good moves, man.
Yeah. They just need to go ahead and bring him. He was the Eddie Gordo of the game.
Yeah.
So there's
I mean, it's messed up what happened to him in the story, but still.
I mean, people die. I mean, ask Siegfried.
So personally, I'm looking forward to it. I liked the fourth one. I couldn't stand the fifth one. Even though I did like Ezio. Ezio. I just couldn't stand the fifth one. Overall. I didn't play that one. I did play the one on the PSP, the one with Kratos on it. I liked that game. That was fun. But I didn't really care for the third one that much.
The majority of my time playing any HD version of this game, well, that wasn't really HD, but 3 was the only non 480p version of the games I had significant time with. I think I rented 4 maybe a couple of times back when I used to rent games, but didn't really play that too much. 4
I liked because they brought in the King Algo. He was pretty cool. I didn't really care for Starkiller being in there or Vader or Yoda. I just didn't care.
The cash-in characters I never really.
Yeah.
Link is the only one that matters. I mean, Spawn was okay, but Link is the only one that matters.
Link is the one everybody wants, which is why I don't understand why y'all haven't put that on the Switch. But that being said, once again, that being said,
it's a no-brainer. Instant million copies. Instant.
Well, now they probably having second thoughts because it's selling like hotcakes, and they like we should have did this, but that's neither here nor there. So, at least they got to play around with Link in Smash Brothers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, back to your official Nintendo Switch Apologist podcast.
Yeah, back to your Apologist podcast. But now, honestly, I am looking forward to this one. I'll probably pick it up on the Xbox because, like I said, I am a fan of the Soul Calibur series. And even though I did not care for 5 all that much, it was still a decent game. My favorite is still Soul Calibur 2, hands down.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's at this point.
Yeah, because the I don't know what it was, but that fight engine was smooth as I don't know what in 2.
Yeah, everything was. I mean, I want to say even the story mode that they kind of made up for the Dreamcast version of Soul Calibur.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that was a little bit better than the one that they had in Soul Calibur 2, but it was so much stuff in Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah.
That was just a complete. It was like buying that game and having 3 years worth of DLC already paid for.
It's basically a Sakurai game before Masahiro Sakurai.
Yes, back when people made games.
Yeah, before Masahiro Sakurai started packing Smash Brothers, that's what it was. Because they packed 2 out to the brim
for $50.
Yeah, so that still remains to be my favorite one. I want to see more of this at E3. This is another one that's supposed to be on the show floor at E3, so we'll see. Now we're going to talk about a couple games that are, well, one is rumored, the other one is not. It's pretty much confirmed, but I'm holding off showing any trailers for it because I want to see the real trailer when it comes at E3. And so we're going to start with Smash Brothers 5.
Smash 5 or Smash 4 Switch or Smash. How could you use the number 5? I don't.
If they use the number 5, fine by me. I don't care. But
I'm trying to figure out a clever way for them to use 5. I don't know. Put 5 in the Smash.
Well, I'm just happy they bring it back in an actual adventure mode.
Yeah,
I'm happy for that. Good. I'm happy that they're bringing back, and by adventure mode I mean Subspace Emissary. I know a lot of y'all bitch gripe moan to complain about it on Brawl,
but now they want it back.
Yeah, so I loved it. The only part I didn't like was that damn maze. That maze was annoying, but yeah, I thought it told a pretty decent story, and on top of that, gave you one of the most annoying villains of all time with one of the most annoying heroes showing up at the last damn minute.
Oh yeah. But you needed him. Chaos Control.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it for the simple fact that the Wii U version, while I did like it, I didn't like that Mario Party part they put in the Wii U version. Yeah. I much enjoyed Smash Run from the 3DS. I just didn't like that Grand Tour or whatever it was called. But Smash Brothers is one of those solid games. You don't really need to talk about it. Either you play it or you don't, because you know what it is. Definitely. And honestly, I don't know about you, but I got a feeling this game is coming out in either August or September.
You think it's going to be that early? Well, yeah, because of the online thing.
Yeah, so, I remember in 2014,
they're not going to give it to us for free. It's going to be when the online launches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in 2014, remember we got E3. It drops in the first week of October.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's going to be the same thing. And the only reason why I think it's going to come out early is because it's still rumored about Fire Emblem and Fire Emblem dropping this year. So I'm thinking Fire Emblem is going to be the holiday game.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to drop this before then. So and since we're getting the online in September, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, you know what, we got online in September. Here goes your game.
Isn't it crazy that in retrospect, this was such an experiment that Nintendo soft launched it in the middle of the summer, the original Super Smash Brothers, and now it is a clear holiday launch game. Because even when it came out on GameCube, it came out at the end of the year, yeah, and then I think on the Wii it came out in March.
On the Wii it came out in March, and Brawl came out March 2008.
And by that time, when they're like, okay, this is a full-fledged production, it takes a very long time to make all these games. We're using Namco, and it's going to be on 2 platforms. This will be a holiday release.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that makes me think this game's coming out in September, because they don't got to worry about 3DS this time.
Yeah, that's true. Switch. That's true, but now I'm wondering, unless Call of Duty is coming, which I have a strange feeling that it is.
I have a strange feeling it's not, but yeah.
Nintendo still doesn't avoid them in November. Like, Nintendo was still releasing stuff when Doom came out.
But that's why I'm thinking that's what Fire Emblem was going to be. I'm thinking that's where Fire Emblem's going. Fire Emblem's going to be there. Okay, y'all put out.
They haven't even shown that game.
Yeah, but
at all. They just announced it.
Yeah, from what I understand, that's the other big game that's supposed to be announced at E3. That's why, take this with a grain of salt, but that's the other big game that's supposed to be announced at E3, and it's supposed to come this year because GameStop actually...
they leaked it.
Yeah, they leaked it. There's a lot of games that Nintendo hasn't even talked about that's slated to come out this year.
Yeah, those surprise games.
That they know about.
The Yoshi game, I think, is still coming.
Yeah, because a lot of people thought it meant that Metroid was coming. I don't think Metroid is coming this year. I think that's coming next year. It's probably gonna be the first of next year, like February or March of next year. But I don't think that's this year.
Could
But
Nintendo do it if they wanted to? Yeah, I don't think they need to though.
Yeah, they don't. So that's what I'm thinking. That's gonna get pushed to next year, and either Pokemon or Fire Emblem is gonna be in the fall. I think we're getting Smash in September to launch with that. It's either going to be August, September, or the first week of October, like they did last time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be with that, with the online in mind.
Yeah, I'm thinking everything this year is going to be multiplayer focused. So you got Mario Tennis Aces. I don't know why this is turning into a Nintendo podcast, but you got Mario Tennis Aces. You got Smash, and you have the Splatoon DLC. I think all that is like coinciding with this launch of the online network in the fall. So it could, but I'm gonna go with Smash September. I'm calling it, and I hope they go and let me know a release date so I can take that day off from work. Because you would not be available
through the story mode. I'm gonna need to take that day off from work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saying,
schedule your leave accordingly.
Yeah, schedule my leave accordingly. Now, the last thing I want to talk about tonight is I'm a big fan of Maximilian Dood. If you hadn't had a chance, check out his channel. It's
awesome channel.
Especially if you like fighting games. Dude is a guru. So check him out if you have a chance. But I was watching a video he put up, I want to say last week or earlier this week, where he talked about Mortal Kombat 11 possibly being shown at E3.
Yeah.
Now, I like the Mortal Kombat series, but because one of my favorites in the Mortal Kombat series is 5. I like Deadly Alliance. I thought Deadly Alliance was really well done. It took the franchise in a different direction, and I enjoyed them for that.
Yeah, I just didn't like all that crypt stuff, but other than that, it was pretty good. I like the story. I like the flow of the game.
Yeah, especially since they killed Liu Kang in like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, that had to happen. That had to happen.
Yeah, so
he's been a hero too long.
Yeah, so like the last Mortal Kombat I played was 9. I refused to play 10 because there was something that Warner Brothers did in 9 that kind of really pissed me off. After I spent my money, they did something that really upset me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not getting 10. No matter what happens, I'm not getting 10. And I stuck to that, and I did not get 10. I heard it was a good game. I talked to people who played it. They were fans of it. So I'm like, hey, more power to you. So I will try. I want to get the new one when it comes out. I want to see it first. But do you think that, one, there is a Mortal Kombat 11? And 2, are we going to see it at E3? Because I think we're going to see it at E3. I think it's there. But I think they're going to reveal it at E3.
So I just sent you a link in a group chat. And as far back as 2015, he's been trolling people talking about Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 10 had just come out. X, whatever you want to call it, had just come out, and he's trolling people about MK11. Really? So yeah. So and Ed Boon, he had somebody mentioned something. It was another developer. I think it was the Doom account or something like that mentioned something, and then Ed Boon replied and said, "Yeah, wouldn't that be cool with a capital K?" And that it got a whole bunch of retweets and likes. So that pretty much is a little hint that they're working on something.
Well,
we're working on something for a while, I guess.
Well, Injustice 2 is done and completely, especially with all DLC and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if they already have something either ready to go show wise, or at least a gameplay trailer or something like that.
You got to imagine Injustice, that franchise that they drummed up after Mortal Kombat versus DC. Is literally a testing ground for them. They're basically getting paid commission to test the Mortal Kombat engine, so they can see where they're gonna go with Mortal Kombat next. So they'll do another DC game or another Injustice game, and then after that, you get a Mortal Kombat title at some point when they feel good about it. They get the warm and fuzzies.
Well, it kind of makes sense. So if you want to test out your engine, it kind of makes sense. So
yeah, and why not with a paid project, and then you just take that same code and see how you can make your graphics engine better and put your Mortal Kombat characters in it.
Yeah.
Don't see why not.
I completely agree. So it's gonna be interesting seeing that. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. So what I would like to know, people, what fighting game are you looking forward to seeing seeing at E3? What fighting game are you looking forward to seeing? Period this year, because like I said, this is a lot of fighters coming out, and it looks like they're going to be in some. It's going to be a lot of fighters for people who have every console. So somebody's getting something.
I need all my trolls to come to Jay's channel, and in the comments, I want all of you to just reply Killer Instinct. If y'all could do that, Killer Instinct Season 4 in all caps, make that all the comments, and that would be great. And
I wouldn't mind that as long as they put Tusk's original theme in there.
Yes.
Not the BS that they put in Season 3.
Do they not have the rights to that? Like, what? Robin Beanland made all that stuff. I thought
I got the rights to it, and I'll put it in myself. I want to hear that fake. I want to hear that Conan ripoff.
Yes, the horns were very loud.
I want to hear the Riddle of the Steel. God dang it! But that being said, yeah, just let us know what you think in the comments, because, like I said, it's 2018 to me has been the year of the fighter. So let me know what you guys think, what you're looking forward to. Are you playing anything now that's a fighter? Because like me, I'm still playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I'm enjoying that as well. So just let us know what you think in the comments, and we will catch you guys on the next Let's Talk. Peace out, peeps.
Deuces. Play fighting games. Smash buttons.